Polaroid 20 by 24, one of the most beautiful canvases known to bear an image. Only 6 truly original Polaroid 20 by 24 cameras exist, spread throughout the planet, like beacons of a format that has captured and been wielded by some of the greatest artists in modern history. Production of the format was technically discontinued in 2008 amidst Polaroid's bankruptcy. So who in the wide world would commission a brand new, real deal Polaroid 20 by 24 camera in the 2020s? This guy, Jesse Lin. Get to know him. Get to love him.
You have to massage the pods. If you don't, the photo's not going to massage you back. I'll tell you that much. Right, Jesse?
Yeah.
You know about massaging the pods.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
of course.
massage the pods.
Every time.
There's not a pod I haven't massaged.
It's relax.
Wielding expired legacy Polaroid materials supplied by a legend of the Polaroid Corporation in the United States, Jesse has improbably brought a 20 by 24 studio to China for the very first time in the format's decorated 50-year history. This very same guy, Jesse Lin, was a viewer of In an Instant, where it's quite difficult to watch this show, mind you, with China's internet firewall, and he thought it only natural to invite me out to Shanghai. And I thought it only natural to accept that invitation, because I simply had to see with my own eyes what the heck was going on over here. In this installment of In an Instant Inside China, we will explore the rise of Polaroid in China, a country connecting with a nostalgia for something that wasn't a major part of their culture to begin with.
Yeah, one of the first batch followers of In an Instant.
We will meet Jesse's mammoth camera, visit with the newly established Polaroid Shanghai office and one of their most beloved photographers, Super Tomato, and we'll meet a trailblazer who worked at the original Polaroid Corporation, leading the efforts to bring the format to China for the first time. All that and much more on In an Instant Inside China. The day we landed in Shanghai was a bit of a wash. Not much you can do when your AM is your PM and your body feels like it's been inverted on a molecular level.
Let's see it. I'm picking up a peanut with chopsticks.
Yeah.
It's all about a light touch.
Whoa!
We got dinner and retired to our accommodations, where Henry and I were like, wow, we're in China. We should probably get some rest with all this being in China.
我们不是很喜欢4这个数字的概念。
See? No 4.
Unlucky number.
We hate 4. The next day, as far as I knew, Jesse intended for us to have a 20 by 24 shoot, where he'd pull out the camera and do something crazy and we'd film it. But instead, when we arrived, some other guy was using it. His name is Leo. And although I was originally like, who is this guy in these Calvin Klein jeans with the OG beard, I thought Jesse was going to be the one going crazy today. After only a few moments of getting to know the guy, now I would jump in front of a bus for Leo.
We even use the same tripod head.
Oh wow. Something transcend boundaries, cultural boundaries.
Very cool.
那么我今天来这里拍摄的这个题材是主要是拍了一个 cos， 几乎所有的 cosplay 这个题材，它都是用数码拍摄，然后进行大量的修饰，通过这种不可修饰的一次性出来的影像来记录这个文化，这是一种新的尝试。
What did he say?
Maybe I speak too much.
And then, as if summoned by a king, Leo requested the 20 by 24, which entered the workspace and unfolded with an unmistakable mystique. One of many things I learned from Jesse is to remember to maintain a sense of ceremony with this sort of photography, and that he did.
摄影其实除了简单、快速以外，还有一个就是强烈的仪式感。这种仪式感是和人生的经历跟家庭的经历是有关的。这台相机能给你家庭、个人带来一种强烈的参与感、仪式感，让你永远记住人生最美妙的一刻。
The improbable journey of 20 by 24's arrival in China starts with Jesse's freefall through the Polaroid rabbit hole, as he obsessively shot every format, pushing further until he reached 20 by 24. This specialty Polaroid film has always been relegated to artists and special uses since its inception in the 70s. Not really something you can just buy, especially at this inciting moment for Jesse in 2019. But Jesse pulled out one of his signature love letters out of his buns and convinced John Reuter to come to Shanghai, hoping to get his 20x24 project greenlit. Reuter Studio is the keeper of the 20x24 Polaroid format, and his Massachusetts lab siphons from a large inventory of raw materials he helped acquire when Polaroid originally went bankrupt in 2008. When John recognized Jesse's seriousness, he put him in touch with Tracy Storer, a legendary camera builder who had worked on the final Polaroid 20x24 models in circulation. But you can never label your files as final, because Jesse commissioned a brand new one, and big things take time.
但签订协议之后呢，因为疫情的关系，所以呢，我们的相机做得很慢，所以呢，我们差不多的整整等了3年零8个月。我的信念是这样想的：这一台相机到中国，它是有使命感的，它是有使命的。所以呢，不管怎么样，这个等待的时间很煎熬，但是呢，我们想就是我非常信任我的师傅 John Rutter 他们的人格。这台相机从就是照相机工业的历史上来说，代表了整个摄影艺术的天花板。这台相机来到中国来说，其实我们希望是通过用这台相机跟宝丽来的艺术，的人文跟自然的呈现，给世界带来一个不一样的中国故事。
What kind of consideration went into buying something that has a finite resource of film that is going to run out, that has been discontinued for, 15 years?
的东西，过去的东西，它已经回来了。所以我一点不担心这个问题。
Okay.
I love the concept of what Jesse is doing. He's taking this all-American format, something profoundly interconnected with documenting American and European culture, and turning that lens in a direction it hasn't faced before. It's at the root of this camera and the reason Jesse brought me here in the first place. He wants to exchange culture in a country that has presented more barriers for doing that, and wants to accomplish this through gigantic Polaroids.
All right, that's dope.
就是我希望通过这台机器拍了无数个中国人的肖像，许多成功的英雄或者是文艺工作者、艺术家。我们希望是通过这个机器，能够全心全意为中国人民服务。
Elsewhere in Shanghai, another cross-cultural exchange was staged with Polaroid's new Shanghai office. Due to increased interest in Polaroid from the Chinese market, Polaroid established a base here, with a staff focused on spreading awareness of Polaroid throughout this very large country.
We've had the new Polaroid official China office in 2022.
Cool.
And so it's a really new company in Shanghai located. We just do 3 things really important: influencer marketing, and offline POS, and also offline event.
Do you have a distribution center here?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So you don't just get a big shipment and then send it out. You actually have a warehouse of some kind? Oh, that's amazing. Well, what's the address?
For warehouse? No.
No. Okay.
Sorry, Zhang, you need to get you the mic.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're gonna mic you up.
All right.
I didn't only convene here to chat with Polaroid, however. I was also summoned for what felt like a meeting at the United Nations, a crossover with a treasured Chinese photographer named Super Tomato.
This is wild. Okay. I can call you Mr. Tomato?
那我可以叫你 Miss Tomato 对吧？
Okay, cool. Because where does the name Mr. Tomato or Super Tomato come from?
Yeah, 这个
我的粉丝给我起的。
Oh, my friend gave me that name.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
为什么？超级番茄呢？
他们当时觉得这个名字可能会比较可爱或者有趣，可以更容易被人记住。
Yeah, they think this is a very cute, interesting name, and everyone.
I was really obsessed with Super Tomato's name, but I tried to act normal as a professional interpreter attempted to parse Super Tomato mythology.
And I love tomatoes and I love tomato sauce.
We sat with the interpreter in front of a camera crew to shoot a video for the Polaroid Shanghai social media channels.
Well, I don't know if this is visible down here, Jesse is helping me set decorate.
Yeah, sure.
The video was a real deal production directed by Yilei Zhou, who I got to know while shooting. It was strange doing something so familiar, a video production, with all the formalities that entails, but doing it in China. It completely dissolved barriers in a really funny way. Like, we got the same kit, we got the aperture lights going, we got a few setups to do, let's take it from the top, we've got to get it tight on this, let's do this one in 60, yada yada. This is my normal life.
All right, we have some Canon cinema cameras here. Very good taste in cameras. I'm a C300 guy myself. Oh, yeah. We're connected in that way.
The video explored how Super Tomato and I both focus on preservation through photography in our respective countries, and why we use Polaroid itself to do that.
3, 2, 1.
So you have a 600 mod, or a cartridge modification? Spectra camera, 600 film modification? Alteration? It's a weird word, I don't know how else to say it. It's almost like a Polaroid big shot.
Yes.
Afterwards, Polaroid Shanghai hosted a public event where Tomato and I gave brief presentations about what we do, and it coincided with the release of the Polaroid Thrasher collaboration, so there was a bunch of free film to shoot and everyone could just rip shots. It felt like PolaCon Shanghai, and chilling with Gen Z Chinese people gave me another jolt of shocking familiarity. Jesse's daughter Sonja had been helping us with anything and everything on this trip, and talking to her about Taylor Swift or SNL was a normality I wasn't used to elsewhere on this journey. But I saw it again in this awesome crew that came out to the Polaroid event, where the cultural differences were much less perceptible among the next generation of Chinese citizens. I was also genuinely impressed by everyone's creativity. When we laid out the images shot during Golden Hour, there were no shortage of bangers. The video that was shot that day was awesome and very thoughtfully produced.
I'm the retail marketing manager in Polaroid China, and our target is to educate more people. So this year, our plan is 100 events. Until last week, we have already done 81 different events in different cities around China.
Oh wow.
So
do you travel around?
Yes. And they are very young, like most of them are college students and school students. So they are future.
Yeah.
And most of them are beautiful girls. That's very different in China, yeah.
This lovely collection of humans contributed to my continuously changing perception of this place and its people. It was also emblematic of Polaroid's increased presence across China's vast territory. In Beijing, a place with endless surprises, we stumbled across a Polaroid-themed store while heading to an interview. I couldn't freaking believe it.
This day has all manner of surprises in store for us. We not only happened upon a tintype studio that was able to quickly take our wet plate collodion image, but we also happened to stumble on the way into lunch a Polaroid-centric store. They've got Polaroids all over the walls. They've got some vintage cameras. There's an SX70 on the wall. We've got a Mamiya Universal over here, Spectra, a gold SX70. Kind of insane. They even have a Polaroid 2000, which, as far as I know, is not available in the US. And some of these are the more rare cameras. A transparent Sun 660 is very uncommon and really valuable. A Polaroid 690, if you know, you know. That's, you know, the latest folding SLR ever made. And this was just like on the street. We just walked by this and was like, whoa! We got some 600. They even have the new Thrasher edition film. They have one left. I guess it's already flying off the shelves. This just came out. Kind of fortuitous. I'm gonna pick up a pack of 600 here because we're burning through this film like it doesn't cost $2 a shot. And I'll be able to pay right next to this Polaroid Macro 5.
This thing's everywhere.
I know. It's
Everyone
everywhere.
has one.
He even has, I don't want to invade his space, but he even has a Polaroid i2 with a flash sync mod grafted onto the back of it.
Do you want to ask him about that?
I do. I don't know who the guy is.
Wait, he's gone outside, I think. He's showing him your stuff.
Jesse is my pimp.
Okay.
Jesse's my film pimp. The surprises keep coming. We've just encountered a SLR 680 that has a pink transparent housing. We call this a diaper mod, which is a AAA battery that you can use iType in here, grafted in maybe not the most elegant way, but there is something kind of hardcore about the way this is assembled. It's pretty gnarly,
The
but
skin is pink too.
yeah, this is pretty freaking cool. This place has a lot of little treats. They even have a Tascam, which, as you know, is the greatest camera ever made in the history of photography, both digital and film. And Henry and I can't freaking help ourselves. we're buying these lights.
How much are they?
$36 USD.
Yeah.
Which the price is right. I think we got to do it. Awesome. Man, nice to meet you. This is such a surprise.
While unplanned Polaroid nerding brought us a much-needed impromptu flavor to our Beijing adventure, we also had a planned stop at a place called the Darkroom Cafe, where kindred spirits of film grain gathered to do the kind of outrageous Polamaxing that me and my deranged friends would do back home.
Wow.
They're just like me over here.
Let's go.
We've all lost our minds over this stuff. There's something really lovely about that.
My name's Zhang, and I'm just a very normal Polaroid photographer in Beijing. I work for the government, and this is my hobby. Today, we're gonna use this one to take the Polaroid 810 film. And we're gonna use the reclaim green photo.
So you're planning to take the green in that one?
Yeah.
So how are you loading it?
Let me show you.
Okay, let me see.
Polaroid 810 film. Gonna use the empty pill to put this one squeezed with a 12 photo to make one big photo.
It looks wrong to see this out of the box.
Yes.
Yang proceeded to cut open 12 frames of Polaroid Reclaim Green, squeezing its goop as if via blood transfusion into an empty 8x10 pod. He did it in neatly defined rows, which prevented the goop from getting all over him, and in such a way that would almost be disturbing if it weren't on the bleeding edge of Polaroid mania.
It looks like you're rolling a cigarette.
Yeah.
We're on the other side of the world doing Polaroid pod transfusions here. World peace is possible. And that's big for business.
Shooting Polaroid is becoming a part of my life. The light locked the emotion into one photo, so sometimes I watch the photo again and I can remind the time and the light. It makes me feel very warm in my heart.
I'm Barry. I'm actually an engineer, and I've been shooting Polaroid for like 8 years. Yeah, one of the first batch followers of In an Instant. I think the system pushed me his third or second video for me. I made quite a lot of friends in this community.
这个群体比我想象中的要大，至少比我开店之前想象的要大得多。10年前大家都是自己玩自己的，然后拍摄之后可能发个社交媒体也就这样了。但是现在我发现大家在互相探讨怎么能够拍到更好的照片，或者开始拿胶片去拍摄自己的艺术创作。这件事情我觉得很了不起啊！来中国看看吧，就是因为其实无论你在社交媒体上，因为中国跟美国还是有区别的嘛。你们可能用 Instagram， 我们用小红书，用微信，然后但我们两个没有特别多的交流。然后但我发现很多人会在中国拍照片发在 Instagram 上，然后中国拍然后在美国拍的照片发在小红书上，然后这样的话点赞会更多。但我觉得这也算一种交流，但问题是不要流于表面，然后你真的过来，然后不要只看那些照片，然后你过来拍，然后你来试试看看你的在中国拍到的东西和在 Instagram 上或者在其他社交媒体上看有什么区别啊？真的过来。
While we've clearly found that the heartbeat for instant film is pumping steady in places we've explored so far, Polaroid was mostly inaccessible in China for many years. It's fascinating to see a format so caked in nostalgia adapted by a place that doesn't actually have the nostalgia for it from their own past, but rather are embracing Polaroid as a present-day cure for the ails of modernity. But in the 1980s, Polaroid did greenlight an unorthodox project, which first brought Polaroid to communist China during the country's reform and opening up period. We were about to meet a leader in that effort, and her son Po, who grew up around this unique crossing of cultures in Chinese history.
This photo was taken on the campus.
Wow.
Of the Polaroid, and this is where she met Dr. Man for the first time. Wow. At that time, I think he's probably 80 years old. This is me. Jeez.
Oh.
This is me sitting in my mom's office.
Look at that.
This is me.
Look at that. Wow, that sign is behind you is so cool. Nice to meet you.
Madame Wang's unique story began when in 1985, Polaroid struck a deal with a state-owned factory in China, which allotted a small production line to make 600 camera PCB boards. Madame Wang worked at this factory, and 2 years later was leading a team of engineers flown to Boston to prepare for a joint venture. Wang was appointed vice director, and established a real-deal Polaroid camera factory in China, making many of the iconic 600 cameras we still use today. This is an extremely tough and intelligent person we're talking about here. Wang was standing eye to eye with Polaroid's top American executives and took the joint venture as far as it could go, until Polaroid, well, went bankrupt and all that. But although a lot of Polaroid hardware was produced on Chinese soil, not that many average citizens interacted with the product.
They were talking about how Polaroid was the first time that you could essentially see a photo immediately, and like the magic of that and how important that was technologically. But Polaroid had existed for many years prior to its arrival here. So did no one have access to Polaroid at all? What did people must have heard about it, or was it something that people wanted?
但是知道有这个相片，有1分钟那个在那个电影以前电视里面看到过。但是在国内呢，在这个以前一般人都不大知道这个，但是知道有
young people take the camera and then film, spit out, and the image shows.
Yeah.
That's in the movie. But in real world, prior to 1985, very, very few people see the real stuff. But they see the film.
Yeah, right.
You can see the film, but you don't got to see the procedure that it's taken and the image shows up. You'll see that. You'll see the.
So it must have gone crazy here. It must have been very popular when it finally arrived.
喜欢非常喜欢，但是买不起有点。拍不起，消费还是在比较上层的，都一般老百姓的啦，还没有完全那个能够有那个这方面的消费水平了。
It's
大多数都是
they love it, but the price was about $2 for film. At the time where monthly salary is like $50.
Oh yeah.
Madame Wang then showed us a treasure trove of Polaroids she collected over the 15+ years she led the Polaroid China venture. There was a real rush and wonder in flipping through these physical pictures, documents of a time and place at such a unique point in world history. And almost 40 years later, Polaroid debuted the i2, manufactured and executed just 400 miles south of Wang's home in Taiwan, bringing Polaroid's involvement in the region full circle. 2 months after this episode's production, Madame Wang passed away at age 83. Her son Po reflected on this day as a true highlight for her and the family, and we're honored to have had the opportunity to share her story. Getting exposed to Polaroid culture and communities in a place so disconnected from my own felt like fighting through a narrow river only to spill out into a massive ocean. While I saw a glimpse of how instant film has connected people in Shanghai and Beijing, China is really large, with many other cities that have communities, key companies, and legendary Polaroiders of their own. China's internet does not allow access to Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, or other hubs where people convene over niche cultures like Polaroid photography. And while many Chinese citizens find ways to absorb American culture anyway, the firewall ultimately makes it most difficult for us to get to know them. These absolutely incredible faces that I now love and am in love with. But as the guy from In an Instant, I send this love letter out from China to the rest of the world. Ganbei. On the finale of In an Instant Inside China, we lug 100 pounds of 8x10 equipment across the cobblestone streets of Jijiajiao, photograph classical dancers while being followed around by members of the press, and meet others preserving Chinese history through traditional forms of art.
Hi, 我名字 Sonja. Welcome to In an Instant. Bye.